You ever have a friend who sounds supportive, but somehow you leave the conversation feeling small, like they didn't insult you, but your energy dropped anyway? Yeah, jealous friends don't always show jealousy as hate. Sometimes it's hidden inside innocent questions. They won't say, "I'm jealous of you." They'll ask questions that secretly mean, "Why is it working for you and not me?" Today, we're breaking down the 3 questions a jealous friend always asks, and why those questions matter more than you think. Question 1. So, how did you do that? This sounds normal, right? But a jealous friend asks it with a different energy, not curiosity, not admiration, more like disbelief, like they're trying to solve the mystery of how someone like you could win. You tell them you got into a program. They go, "Wait, how did you do that? Like, what did you say? Who helped you? Did you know someone?" The question isn't about learning. It's about proving your success isn't real. Because if your success is real, it means they have to face their own stagnation. And that's painful. So their brain looks for an explanation that protects their ego. And the easiest explanation is, they got lucky. Someone helped them. It wasn't earned. Jealousy doesn't hate your success. It hates what your success reveals. That maybe they're not doing what they could be doing. What this looks like in real life. You say, "I've been going to the gym." They say, "Okay, but like, what are you taking?" You say, "I started a small business." They say, "So who funded you?" You say, "My grades improved." They say, "Did the teacher just like you?" It's always, "How did you do it?" But it feels like, how did you cheat the system? What to do? Give them the answer. But watch what happens. A real friend goes, "That's inspiring." A jealous friend goes, "Huh, okay," and changes the subject because they weren't asking for the method. They were asking for the loophole. Question 2. Are you sure you're that good? This one is dangerous because it's disguised as humility. They'll say things like, "Don't get too confident. Just be realistic." Not to be mean, but are you sure? You know there are people better than you, right? They frame it like they're protecting you from disappointment. But deep down, they're protecting themselves from feeling inferior because your confidence triggers their insecurity. So instead of building themselves up, they try to shrink you down. Human philosophy moment. A jealous friend doesn't want you to fail. They want you to stay close enough to them that they don't feel left behind. They don't want you above them. They want you beside them or below them. How this shows up. You say, "I'm thinking of applying to that internship." They say, "Bro, that's hard. You sure you can do that?" You say, "I'm posting content." They say, "TikTok is saturated though." You say, "I want to improve my life." They say, "You've always been like this though." It's quiet, it's subtle, but it plants doubt, and if you're already insecure, it works. And here's what makes it worse. They'll do it right before big moments. Right before you apply, right before you post, right before you change, because jealous friends don't fear who you are. They fear who you're becoming. What to do? You don't argue. You simply say, "Yeah, I'm sure," and move forward anyway, because your confidence is not up for debate. Question 3. Who do you think you are now? They'll never say it like that, but you'll feel it. This question shows up when you start improving. You stop partying as much. You start studying. You start working. You start saying no. And suddenly they say things like, "You've changed. You act different. You think you're better than everyone. You don't hang with us anymore." And sometimes you have changed. That's the point. But a jealous friend interprets your growth as betrayal because your improvement forces them to confront their own comfort zone. And instead of growing too, they guilt you. Human philosophy moment. Some friendships are built on shared pain, shared mediocrity, shared coping habits. So when one person heals, the friendship feels threatened because the glue was never love, it was familiarity. Real examples. You start dressing better. Oh, you're trying now? You start being disciplined. You're boring now. You stop tolerating disrespect. You're too sensitive. You choose yourself. You're selfish. This is the most emotional form of jealousy because it's not about your achievements. It's about your identity. They don't want the new you. They want the version of you that made them feel safe. What to do? Let them be uncomfortable. You are not responsible for keeping people comfortable. At the cost of your growth, if you outgrow them, it's not cruelty. It's life. The real truth. Let's be real. Jealous friends don't always hate you. Sometimes they love you, but they love you with conditions. And that's what makes it toxic. Because real friends don't love you until you shine. They love you while you shine. Jealousy turns friendship into a scoreboard. And if you feel like you're constantly being measured, questioned, doubted, or guilted, that's not friendship, that's emotional competition. So here's the recap. A jealous friend always asks, "How did you do that?" But they're really asking if you earned it. Are you sure you're that good? But they're really planting doubt. Who do you think you are now? But they're really scared you'll outgrow them. Try this tonight. Think of one person in your life who makes you doubt yourself after you talk to them. That's the sign. Protect your energy, protect your future, and if this video hit, like it so it reaches someone who needs it. Subscribe for more human philosophy, the kind that heals and wakes you up at the same time. We're leveling up, and we're not apologizing for it.